welcome to this episode of Calin's Outdoor Adventures. Today, I am going to show you how to make a normal paper clip. This one's kind of bent up, and turn it into a hook for fishing. So, all you need, paper clip, pair of needle nose pliers. These are kind of big just because these are the only ones I could find. A sharpening stone. This one's kind of wet because I've been using it. Just a sharpening stone and wire cutters. So, to start off, you're just going to take your paper clip, straighten it out, get it generally as straight as you can, but nothing in particular. Doesn't have to be super straight. I find for about a 3/0 extra wide gap worm hook with one of these large paper clips, it's about all you need. Is you still have that little handle bit to grab onto, sorta. So you're going to take it and take your needle nose pliers and see if I can remember how I did this. I think I started with the eyelet, bent it like that to get your little eyelet, and then I take it, squeeze it a little. Let's see. Squeeze it that wire. There we go. To go past a little. Straighten it out. And then you want to give it, so you got your eyelet there, bend there, and then you just take it and you give it general shape of a extra wide gap worm hook. Yeah, about 1/4 inch there. You want to give it a space, and then you bend it like that to give your worm your place to sit there. And then the rest you can kind of do with your hands, sorta. You might want some super glue just to seal that eyelet up. It's okay, it's a sealed one. Oh well. And you might want some water if you have a whetstone, if you're using a whetstone. One more thing. Sorry about that. But you don't need water. I generally just sharpen them dry. But this happens to just be the only sharpening stone I could find, and it's a whetstone. So, I have water in case yours is a whetstone. Make sure you have that handy. So, there's V-hooks on the market. This just happens to look like it, so I'm going to roll with that. So, this first attempt, this one's a little bigger, and so I think I like the second one best. It's a little bit more messed up than the first, but I'll be right back because I'm going to start working the bugs out of this one. What I do to start off in the sharpening process is you just get your wire cutters that you use to cut it shorter, and I'm just going to take it and cut it at an angle so that it's sort of kind of sharp pointed already. Okay, now I got it cut. So it got a little deformed when I was doing that, and I kind of like the look of the V, so bend it back so we get the V again. There we go. Now to sharpen it. Grab my water here and put my scraps in the bucket. Grab my water and get my whetstone. A little bit wet. So there we go. Put the pliers down. So what you want to do is you just kind of want to take it and so put it like that, and then you want to sharpen like that, so you get kind of a point like that. So you get a point going down the center that's sharp, and then you get two up top, so they're kind of comes down to one point. That's what I want. So I'm just gonna sharpen on the side. Got rinsed off. I have finished the hook. Got most of the cattywampus out of it, at least the bad parts. Take it. If you don't have a fly tying vise, use pliers, whatever. And a little super glue. If you want to, you don't have to. If you want to, you can. It works just fine without the super glue. I just kind of play it safe because fishing for bass, and I have super glue on hand. So I'm just going to put a little dot right where the two wires right there are. And you're just going to put a little dot of super glue on there to seal it up. And I might take a tissue, dab off a little of that, because it's a little bit, so you just want a little bitty dot. There you go. That's perfect. So there you go. Constructing your hook. That's all you got to do. A lot of sharpening though, because paper clips aren't sharp. So I had to sharpen it quite a bit. But there you have it. 2 paper clip hooks. Only took, what, half an hour to make each. So it's about half an hour per hook. Plus sharpening is probably total half hour. But then you have to let the super glue dry if you decide to use super glue. Whoops. You don't have to use super glue, but I decided to just to be sure. I'll get back to you when we get all rigged up, and I'll show you what rig I'm using. And tomorrow, we're going to take it out to the lake, see if we can catch some fish on it.